Hello, this is Lee Anthony Davis here with another announcement video on my YouTube channel. A warm welcome if you're just joining me. This is a live recording, obviously. Right, today is Monday the 16th of October. It's at the start of the week again. And today I'm hoping to get my video down to less than 17 minutes. So I'm going to really go quick again. Right, okay, this is where I announce group of the week, contributor of the week. Obviously, because we come to the end of the week, every Monday, then I add up all the assessments of all the groups that I've done, that I've named group of the day, and I do the same with the contributor as well. So today, every Monday, is to select one of the six that I picked during the last week. So if you understand that, then you're a better person than me. Right, so anyway, group of the week, contributor of the week. Then it's today's birthdays. Then we've got some Doctor Who news, followed by the updates, Doctor Who DVD collection selection, which I'll look at the flocks. And then finally, I've got a Doctor Who question, an answer from yesterday's question as well, with a new one today. Also, I've got your comments, and finally, to round up, coming up. Right, okay, I'm going to get on with this. Right, firstly, group of the week. This is a selection of groups that I selected last week that became group of the day. Now one of them will be group of the week, and they are Doctor Who Club of Victoria, the official group, the Only Fools and Horses group, Tom Baker and the TARDIS, Central Virginia Science Fiction group, the Doctor Who Classics group, and finally the Absolute Hammer Horror group. And the one that I've selected to be group of the week for Monday the 9th of October to Sunday the 15th of October goes to the Doctor Who Classics group. There you go. The Doctor Who Classics group will be group of the week. Right, now for contributor of the week. For Monday the 9th to Sunday the 15th of October. And that goes to one of these people. Jimmy McEwen, Nev Fountain, Roger M. Dilly, Mark Webster, Philip Fairbairn, and Anton Walker. And the one I have selected for contributor of the week goes to Nev Fountain. Congratulations to them. I'll post it up on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and of course my story. Right, moving on. Birthday announcements. Today's celebrating their birthdays on Monday the 16th of October are Dion Ware, Sinji Tahata, Jennifer L. Blackwell, Numo Miguel Perez, Bree Vaughan, Daniel Westnidge Pedersen, Andre Pertuccio, and finally Gareth Kavanagh are all celebrating their birthdays today. Well done to them. Right, moving on to Doctor Who news. I've got some news to tell you about. Doctor Who executive of the show, which is Jane Tranter, has revealed that there have been 15 episodes made already for the new season. That means including the anniversaries, but also virtually into the new season for Ncuti Gatwa when he plays the Doctor. These have already been recorded, done, edited, cut here, there, everywhere, until they are what they consider perfect for viewing. And they're ready to go. I know that Russell T Davies usually does about 13, so I presume he's already done the first one for Ncuti in his first season, and I think they're already into the second season. Just to tell you a bit more, filming began in December 2022, so they have already made progress with completing the first season, as you know. And of course, when I reckon this will go out, not reckon, I know, it's going to go out roughly around Easter 2024, just before or just after, because I remember when Eccleston went out, that went out just after Easter in April. I think it was April 2005. So I've got an idea that he'll follow the same pattern, and it will be on a Saturday, all right? So that is a fact. It will be on a Saturday. Right, okay then. Here's something to warm the hearts. A Doncaster Doctor Who fan has built his Dalek Davros from his own mobility scooter. I've just had a look at that, and it's quite good, really. It's got him inside it with all the Dalek baubles, as you call them, the Dalekanian, whatever you want to call it, and it's quite good. He moves around. I haven't seen the video of it, but I've seen the still of it. It looks pretty neat. So have a look at that. I think it's on. I can't remember what paper I saw it on, but it's on somewhere on social media. I did see it. It's pretty good. That's why I picked up on the story. So well done to him. Moving on to updates. Here we go. My page, the Lee Anthony Davis to Sarah Jane Adventures page, has now reached 29 followers, so I'm one short of the 30. My group, the Lee Anthony Davis to Sarah Jane Adventures group, has now reached over 21, so I've got over 20 now, so that's good news. My Instagram account has stayed the same. I don't have to bother telling you the figure on that one. And that's basically it. So well done to all those that follow me and have joined the group. I do appreciate it. It's out there now on Facebook, so if you want to join, you're quite welcome. As long as you're a Doctor Who fan or a Sarah Jane fan, you are quite welcome to join these groups. Right, moving on. Doctor Who DV collection selection, as I like to call it. This is my Flux. There you go. I bought this when it came out. It's old hat now, obviously. She's no longer the Doctor. Well, officially she is until the show airs David Tennant. So anyway, looking at these stories, here we go. Well, the first one was the Halloween Apocalypse. I wasn't really... yes, it was good. I'm going to give you an insight that this, to me, was probably the best season that Chibnall had ever made, considering that the first season wasn't so good. It was a bit flat in certain places and too much political immersion into some of the stories, which sort of made it sort of like a kitchen sink drama. But this was better, much better, and he probably wanted to go out on a high. This will be classed as series 13, won't it? From the show, because it's six adventures all in one. So you class that as a season, don't you? So the Halloween Apocalypse introduces us to John Bishop. Plays his character very well. It's more of a natural projection, isn't it? So it does come across as real. He's fond. Cavanista the dog. Oh, I suppose it can work. You never know. Alien species could be cats, dogs, who knows? Animals, bunny rabbits, who knows? But in the world of Doctor Who, they could be anything. We know because we've got Meet the Beep or Beep the Meep, a talking sort of gremlin, as far as I'm concerned. But anyway, but yeah, I think it was a good story. It was basically somebody had set that flux. The flux is some sort of... turning itself on itself, you know, like everything the universe is sort of folded in on itself, and this sort of fiery, whatever you want to call it, eats everything up in its path. And that was obviously set by the division, Tinkara, whatever she calls herself. She was running the show, I believe. And it was also, we had the Swarm. That was quite good, how they appeared and how they developed into the story. It was quite good. I like the way they sort of brought them in here and there, and it was all sort of collaborated to sort of how can you put it? You had the Sontarans in a little bit. Obviously, there were to be more of them in later adventure of this Flux series. And we also had the inclusion of the Serpent. He came in later, and we also had the Mari, who are meant to control time, but unfortunately time is running away, and one of them has been damaged or destroyed by the Swarm, who are actually entities that can manifest, obviously, into anything. It was basically time is an energy itself, so obviously they were controlling. This was what it's about. This is about, but there were so many other things that were converging. I can't even say it. Immersing onto the actual conversing onto that's it conversing onto what we call the climax of the thing. But I thought the first one was a good opener. I liked it, especially when she's upside down with Yaz. So many obstacles of how they're going to survive this, but they do a somersault up, grab the bar, and then they've got two firecrackers shooting bullets at them. Obviously left by Cavanista, the dog, who's far away, and he's got to save man's best friend. It's a bit of a cheesy sort of pun to it, but yeah. It was quite good. I liked it, right? So I've got no qualms there. Excuse the shadow, right? Okay. I think it was a good story. I liked it. All right. So that was a good opener for Jodie Whittaker's season 13. And then we had War of the Sontarans. That was pretty good as well. I had no problem with this. I like the Sontarans. I think they're a good advert to Doctor Who. They're as good an advert as the Daleks and the Cybermen are, you know. And they're very vital to the show. They are part of the history. I think they started off in, well, I've got a question for that, so I won't give it away. Well, no, I haven't. I have got a question for that, but they started obviously in 1975, didn't they? No, 73. Sorry, 1973. I don't have a question on them. It's another famous monster. Doesn't matter anyway. The Sontarans are very good. They're a bit different from what they used to be, but this is they've changed history, and they've obviously gone into the Calvinistas. Whatever they call them, whatever species they are, have surrounded a planet with their spaceships. In other words, put a shield around it so the flux doesn't get through. So it appears. So anyway, this was good. They ended up in the Crimea War. Jodie, John, and Yaz. Dan, sorry, I'll call him Dan. And they start immersing into different parts of time because they disappeared, don't they? Only Jodie stays. I don't want to go through the whole story anyway. But anyway, that was a good one. I thought it was a good story. Replacing the Russians with the Sontarans. Right, moving on. Once Upon a Time, I didn't like this one. Reason being is because of that Chinese woman. I'm not racist or anything. It's just I just think that she wasn't really. I don't think she was believable as a character. She was this sort of. It's like this. Johansson played in the New Avengers or something. I don't know. And she was fighting these 5 massive KGB agents, broke a chair over them and all that, and completely destroyed them. She's only 12 stone. Come on, it's just not believable. Anyway, it's the same thing with her when she took on the Cybermen, you know, jumping here, jumping there. I just couldn't believe it. I thought, and then she's really... one of the characters that she's trying to find, she's been separated, and it was all slushy crap. The less I saw of her, the better. Anyway, moving on, the Village of the Angels. That was pretty good. This is when we learn about the division. Jodie Whittaker is transported there, and she learns who's running it. Tick Taylor, or what she ever calls herself, played by Barbara something. She's a very good actress. I used to watch her with David Jason in a comedy years ago. I think, or was it James Bolam, the Bilderbeck affair or something in the late 80s or early 90s. Very good. And she was in that, and I thought she played the part very well, but I thought the character didn't really have much going for her, really. Who is she? I mean, what is she? A Time Lord who travelled through time and space? I don't know. That is when we go back to, obviously, the Timeless Children, which I wasn't too much of a fan of. But I thought the Village of Angels was bloody good. Then we have the Survivors of the Flux. This is where we saw the penultimate episode, obviously, where we have all these things converging. I hate that word. Converting. Conversion. Oh, bollocks to it. I'm just going to say, all swooping down on it. I'm sorry, use that as a word. Sorry about that. Sorry to swear as well. But anyway, I thought it was all right. It was like a big build-up, wasn't it, to the final one. We had that Liverpool Victorian type guy character, you know. I like the bit where Dan says, "Are you a ghost?" He says, and he goes, bang. He says, "Is that real or not for you, sir?" I thought that was fun. I thought it was funny. We also learned about the Serpent, who has sort of sneakily worked his way into UNIT from the beginning, and he never aged, so there was something suspicious going on. Kate refused to believe that she knew who he was, because she's got this alien stuff and all that. She can read him like a book, and she knew who she was. She knew who he was. He was an alien, and he couldn't use that snake thing on her where it's inside her, and I don't know. Only Chibnall knows the answer to that. But anyway, it was a good story, and then we come on to the final one. I'm going to move quickly here, which was The Vanquishers, and this is where we have the finale. We learn that Jodie Whittaker's time is running out as a doctor, and it's pretty good fun. I would give it, compared to Chibnall's other adventures, 8 out of 10. Very good. And that's why I bought it. Otherwise, I wouldn't have bothered. Right, okay then, I'm going to move on now. Just show you this quickly, if I can. There's me Doctor Who Necros Daleks. I bought this just a couple of days ago, like I did with the other stuff. When I saw it, I bought it, and that's it. There you go, you've seen it. You don't need to see any more. Right, okay. Moving on to a Doctor Who question. Remember, I asked you what was the debut of the Ice Warriors, and what was the name of the adventure? The adventure was called The Ice Warriors, and the year was 1967. Right, another question to tell you. How many Zygon stories have there been from 1975? That's it. Comments. Have I got enough time? I've got 30 seconds to get this done. No, I haven't. I'm good. Sorry about that. I cannot go into any comments, but I'm going to have to say, if I want to finish this video quicker than the other one, I've got to say bye-bye now. But just to tell you, Lost in Space and Doctor Who excerpt will be coming up. I'm sorry about the comments. I'll try and get them in tomorrow. Thank you for watching. Bye for now.